I saw the documentary Marwen and was really intrigued. His story was inspirational and kind, and it really got inside of me. I couldn't stop thinking about his story and how he used art to heal himself from this terrible attack. And I started thinking, I wonder if it could be made into a feature, but I didn't know whether it could or whether it should, because the documentary is so great at depicting this person. And found out that Robert Zemeckis had the rights and was working on a script and putting together a film. And he explained his idea, which was to take the fantasy side of this story and expand it and bring it to life. And I thought, yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that's the way in. If you're gonna make the movie, don't just make a version of the documentary, because there's so much of the story that are in Mark Hogenkamp's photographs, his artwork. And each of those pictures tells a story, but they're only part of a much, much bigger story. And I think Bob Zemeckis' idea was to connect essentially the story between the pictures, those photographs that Mark takes. More than the house and this world that Mark creates, it's Mark himself. He's such a kind guy. He's really generous, and he's who you'd hope he'd be. He's to come through an attack like that and such a traumatic experience, and to still have your dignity and have a sense of decency, and to not be cynical or bitter. I think that's what struck me the most.
It's a love story about having strong people back you up, more particularly strong women.
Yeah.
Who are the strong women in your life that have your back?
My wife, first and foremost. I remember when our wedding day, and I was standing at the altar, and it was like literally 105 degrees on a summer day, humid back east, and I was sweating bullets, and I turned and I saw her coming down the aisle, and I'll never forget it. I stopped sweating. I was overcome by this sense of calm, because seeing her and knowing that we were about to get married, I had an incredible sense of empowerment. I thought, that person has my back and I have hers, and I will be so much stronger as a team. And I think that's how Mark feels with all of the women in his life, that they empower him, they support him, they care for him. He described it that women are the only people who haven't hurt him in one way or the other. And they were literally the people who picked him up when left for dead, and nursed him back to health. So it's a potent theme, I think, in the movie. And it's true. I mean, it's very real for him.